At a moment that certainly grabs the attention of Toronto Maple Leafs fans, Brandon Lisowsky, the talented forward from the Saskatoon Blades, shared his thoughts on his future with the team. During a conversation with reporters last Friday, Lisowsky made it clear that, even without a signed contract, the Leafs' interest in his development remains strong. "I'm excited to see all the new faces," he said, expressing his enthusiasm for the upcoming training camp and the new experiences that lie ahead. It's impressive how a young player can show such positivity during a challenging time. What did you think of Lisowsky's attitude? Do you believe it can inspire other young athletes? Lisowsky, who was selected by the Leafs in the 7th round of the 2022 NHL draft, revealed that despite not signing an entry-level contract, Toronto is still keeping track of his progress. With his draft rights expiring on June 1st, he understands that the ongoing interest in his development is a sign that doors are not completely closed. Toronto is still interested without the contract deal, he explained. It's a strong indication that the team believes in his potential. Don't you think? Assistant General Manager Haley Wickenheiser also spoke on the matter during a press conference in July. She emphasized the importance of maintaining a positive attitude, even in the face of challenges. "We talked to him about staying positive, coming here, and having a great camp," Wickenheiser commented. The team seems to be investing in Lisowsky, even if not contractually, which is a nice gesture of support for a young talent. How do you see the relationship between the player and the team in this context? Furthermore, Lisowsky confirmed that he is set to attend the Leafs rookie camp. He will take a break from his season with the Blades to join the team in Montreal, where he will face the Canadiens. "My goal is to make the jump to the pros next year, hopefully with Toronto's system here," said the young player. This shows his ambition and desire to learn as much as possible before making the leap to the next level. Do you think this motivation could be a key factor in his career? Last season, Lisowsky had a standout performance with 80 points, including 42 goals and 38 assists, in 68 games, finishing as the third highest scorer on his team. He also shone in the playoffs, accumulating 17 points in 16 games. These numbers speak for themselves, don't they? What are your expectations for his next season, both with the Blades and with the Maple Leafs? Continuing his journey with hope and new learning, Lisowsky is a name that deserves to be on your watch list. What do you think he needs to improve to stand out even more and secure a spot with the Toronto Maple Leafs? Toronto Maple Leafs fans are growing impatient. After another disappointing first-round playoff exit, the team has yet to make significant moves to strengthen their offense this offseason. So far, the management has focused on improving defense and goaltending, but the need for a significant forward remains evident. Could the solution for the Leafs lie in a trade with the New Jersey Devils? Imagine Ondrej Palat in a Maple Leafs jersey. That's the scenario a fan created using the PuckGM tool on the Puckpedia website, suggesting that Toronto could acquire the Stanley Cup veteran in exchange for Kalle Jarnkrok and David Kamps. Palat, who currently plays for the Devils, is entering the third year of a 5-year, $30 million contract. If this trade were to happen, the experienced left winger would join Toronto's second line, bringing not only offensive skill, but also significant playoff experience, something Toronto values greatly. But why Palat? For those who may not remember, he was a key piece in the Tampa Bay Lightning's back-to-back Stanley Cup wins in 2020 and 2021. However, since signing with the Devils, he hasn't been able to replicate that same offensive success. Last season, he played 71 games, scoring 11 goals and adding 20 assists, totaling 31 points. Could Palat be the missing piece to give Toronto's second line the strength it needs? On the other hand, the Devils also have something to gain from this trade. In exchange for Palat, New Jersey would receive 2 solid forwards to bolster their depth. Kalle Jarnkrok could bring some fire to the team's bottom line, having recorded 10 goals and 11 assists in 52 games last season. Meanwhile, David Camp could take on the role of fourth-line center and strengthen the team's penalty-killing unit, areas where the Devils need reinforcement. Camp has experience and could be a valuable piece for completing the Devils roster. Speaking of changes, the Devils have been quite active this offseason after a disappointing 2023-24 season in which they missed the playoffs. General Manager Tom Fitzgerald didn't waste time making significant adjustments. The team has already acquired star goalie Jacob Markstrom from the Flames and bolstered their defense with Brett Pesce and Brendan Dillon. Additionally, new forwards like Tomas Tatar, Paul Cotter, and Stefan Noesen have been added to the roster. Fitzgerald has been clear about his vision. We needed changes and we managed to make them. Now, we have a more mature team, and I believe the older players will help guide the younger ones. Back to the Toronto Maple Leafs. The team is in an interesting position. Despite not making significant moves to bolster their offense so far, there are rumors that they are eyeing left wingers. Nick Robertson, who has not yet renewed his contract as a restricted free agent, is rumored to have requested a trade, which could open the door for new acquisitions. Is Palat the answer? Or will Toronto look at other options like Max Pacioretty, a veteran with over 900 NHL games under his belt? It's worth noting that Toronto has only $1.2 million available under the salary cap, which makes the situation even more complicated. Now, it's up to you, Leafs fans. What do you think about this potential trade? Would Ondrej Palat be the missing piece to finally take Toronto beyond the first round of the playoffs? Or should the Leafs focus on other options? The future of Brandon Lisowsky and the Toronto Maple Leafs search for a high-impact forward are both in the spotlight. Lisowsky, even without a contract, remains positive and is set to make a strong impression at rookie camp. Meanwhile, the possibility of acquiring Ondrej Palat has stirred up discussions, with Palat potentially being the reinforcement the Leafs need to overcome their recent challenges. Now, we want to hear from you. How do you view Lisowsky's attitude towards his future and the impact he might have on the Toronto Maple Leafs? Additionally, what are your thoughts on bringing Palat to the team? Leave your comments below and share your expectations for the upcoming season. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated with all the latest news about your favorite team. Your participation is crucial to us.